Hey, good afternoon, friends and neighbors. Welcome to Red Rock Firewood. It's been a while since I was able to post a video. Started out, we had we had the holidays and all that stuff, and then we had some incredibly cold weather, and then I caught the flu, and I don't know what it's been like in your neck of the woods, but in South Central Iowa, the flu this year has been terrible, and it just stirred up some problems that I deal with from time to time with my stomach, and so I'm just not getting a lot of outside work done. I'm just getting done what I have to get done, and I don't have a lot of bandwidth for a lot of extra stuff. And firewood is kind of extra stuff. So, but I did have an idea. Um, I wanted to show you a little bit how I use the Harbor Freight cargo unloader in my operation. We've talked about it a little bit and kind of seen it a couple times, but I thought it'd be fun just to take some old footage. This is actually from, I don't know, back in early 2025, I believe, what you're seeing right now. But you can see I've got the cargo unloader. It fastens to the end of the tailgate, and then it's basically a big mesh piece of fabric that lays down across the bed. And then the one modification that I did to my pickup truck to make it work a little better is you can see I made wooden sides, and they're made in such a way that they're held in place by the bed pockets. So there's kind of a flat piece that goes across the bed rail, a 2x8, and and then it's got stubs that stick down that correspond with the bed pockets, and that's what holds all this in place. And the nice thing about that is if I don't want that on the bed, if I don't want that on my truck for some reason, I can very easily just pick it off and set it to the side. But those smooth sides prevent the wood from jamming up in the wheel wells. I know there are a couple other firewood channels out there. Ohio Woodburner uses these unloaders. I think that's actually where I found them. And he stacks his wood in his truck. And so when he's unloading, he just goes around the sides, picks the wood strategically away from the wheel wells and out of the corners and all the places that it would jam up before he begins to turn the crank on the unloader and pull it off, which is a great system. Works great for him. Um, I do, for the most part, I toss my wood in. I can toss in a third of a cord in the back of this truck, heaped up. It makes a nice third of a cord, and that's kind of what I usually deliver. That's what people around here want, and so uh, didn't really wasn't really interested in digging the wood out of the corners by hand. So here we're tossing it in. You can see those smooth wooden sides prevents the wood from jamming up, and when I turn that crank, the wood slides to the back quite nicely. And it works great for making deliveries. It works great if they just want me to dump it in their driveway. It works great if I'm stacking it for them, if I can back right up to the spot where I'm going to stack. And it also works good for hauling firewood in. This was summer of 2024 actually, and these are some big ash rounds that I hauled in. And at that time, I was just taking my truck out, cutting rounds, throwing my pickup truck bed full of rounds, and then hauling in. And it actually worked really good just to take the rounds off the tailgate of the truck onto the splitter. It saved me from having to lift them off the ground, and it really worked out pretty good. It was a good system to get me started. And I think I'm going to move the camera around here, and you can see that, yeah, there. You can see the whole load came with as it slid back, and
Looks like it's working great, guys.
there's my felling wedge that somehow wound up in the bed. Here's another shot. This is some wood that I brought in from this would be like January of 25. This is wood that I cut and split in at the tree service wood yard, and I'm going to be stacking it here in my wood yard at home to season. I'm actually selling this wood right now. I think I just about have this whole stack sold to my pizza restaurant, but I'm bringing it to the back, and here's kind of the final series of clips we'll see. This is a customer, again, from early 25 that wanted me to stack the wood for him, so I'm doing that. But you can see that even in this setting, this is going to be a little clip. You can kind of see the wood sliding back. I don't have the camera set up perfect for this, but you can see the load moving, and it brings every bit of the wood with it. I currently have a headache rack on the truck, and so it sticks up above the cab, and I actually loop the mesh up over the top of that, so I've got some extra capacity there, and it tends to bring all the wood with it. But you can see it works pretty good here. Just brings it back to the back of the truck. You just stand there on the ground and stack it. This was kind of a pain in the neck because there was several cords here. I delivered a cord, and one of my neighbors who also sells firewood actually brought some to this same guy the same day. It was kind of funny. But here you can see another clip of the wood coming to the back, and it just, yeah, like I say, it works slick. Works slick for hauling wood in, works slick for delivering wood, works really great if they just want it dumped on their driveway, but doesn't work bad if it's one of those occasions where a customer is paying me to stack it. It even works good with two guys stacking. A lot of times, it's not uncommon for me to go to a customer and they'll say, yeah, let's stack it, but they'll, pitch in, and two guys stacking off the bed of the truck like this, where you don't have to climb in and throw it to the back. It goes really fast. So, at any rate, hopefully I get healed up here really soon and can get back to some more firewood making content. The weather outside has been amazing, so it's really killing me not to be out there to do it, but gotta get feeling a little bit better first. So that's all we've got for today. We will look forward to seeing you on the next one. Thanks for joining us, and bye for now.